Tired of pulling so many packs and getting nothing you wanted? Head on over to MrMuckCoin.com and use code GS20 where you can purchase coins, get 20% off, and go on ahead and get the players you want. What is going on, guys? GS here. Welcome back to another Madden 20 video. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. So today we are going to showcase the world's best Ultimate Team 95 overall with 30 brawler, 30 sprinter finally achieved. Now, gameplay is already done. Don't you worry. We got that for you guys. My first game with all the NFL 100 goons will be live later on today. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. So as you guys can see, 96 overall defense, 95 overall, 93 overall offense. We can get that to a 94 overall if I just go on ahead and put Okoye at the fullback position. But right now I have Jim Brown at the fullback position, and I will showcase you. I will showcase that to you guys. Why? So let's just look straight at the offense first. We're gonna go on ahead and first make sure all the card art show. Oh, look at that! Madden already knows, baby. So offensive line, we don't have any differences except of Lane Johnson. We got rid of Dan Deerdorf because we knew that there was a Lane Johnson coming out in the Blitz promo. He is going to be the highest overall right tackle. And let me tell you guys, y'all lucky that Nasty Streak was patched, because let me tell you, the new Lane Johnson would have gotten it, and with his speed, I would have been double streaking. And him being able to be put at the tight end spot, I would have had Joe Thomas, I would have had Lane Johnson at tight ends, and it would have been wild. But rightfully so, it needed to be done. It was very, 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 very OP being able to put Joe Thomas at tight end, motion him out, and there was literally no ability outside of no outsiders or run stopper or something like that that prevented that player from getting pancaked. And you really, really, really got completely messed up when they motioned him out, because there's no cornerback or safety with no outsiders, except I think maybe Tillman can get it. I'm not sure. But anyways, it needed to be done. So Lane Johnson comes out a little later on today, which we'll be getting him. The only way you can get him now is if you use a power-up pass, the 91, 92 overall power-up pass on, which some people did. But I'm just going to wait for him to drop today. Hopefully he's at a reasonable price. I have not been spending too much on this promo. You take a look at my points. I do have 2,000 points because a little later on at midnight I will be recording that for you guys tomorrow. There is a Fantasy Redux pack, and I will be getting that. But outside of that, my thoughts on the promo itself is Blitz has been one of my all-time favorite promos, but this year it's kind of been But anyway, so we got Randall Cunningham at quarterback. I think I'm going to have this guy over Lamar Jackson just because his throw. Now, Lamar Jackson is fast. Very, very, very fast. But Randall Cunningham gets up to 92 speed, 96 throw power. He gets escape artist. Now, both of them are scrambling archetypes, so neither of them can get dashing deadeye. So, abilities what makes this year a big difference. And the reason why Michael Vick isn't the most OP quarterback in the Ultimate Team history is because he doesn't get dashing deadeye. And the ability to throw on the run is big. It's very, very, very big. And that's why I still think that Andrew Luck still might possibly be the best QB in the game just because of dashing deadeye. And it's wild because that card came out preseason. But, Randall Cunningham's been good. So we got all three NFL 100 running backs. Well, there's four. We didn't get Emmitt Smith. But we got Dickerson, and I was happy about that because he is a Ram, and he goes along with my Rams theme that I've been doing. And we got Barry Sanders, and we also got Jim Brown. Now, I've been trying out a different chem. I have Power Run, 30 out of 30, and Go Deep, 31 out of 30. So that's going to help out Andrew. Not Andrew Luck. We're just speaking of Andrew Luck. That's going to go on ahead and help out my guy, Randall Cunningham, and also going to help out a few go deep players with their route running and stuff. So Power Run is going to add +2 stiff arm, +2 lead block, +2 break tackle, +2 trucking, +2 run block was that power. But I just wanted to try for the break tackle ability. We take a look at Eric Dickerson, and he has 94 tackle, 94. Oh, 94 tackle, 94 truck, 94 break tackle. I might go back to zone run. Barry Sanders goes up to 96 with zone run. So we have Jim Brown at fullback, and because he has a secondary position, so that right there allows me to equip 4 running backs, right? And all these guys get ×2 physical chem. So I got ×2 sprinter on Dickerson, Barry, and Jim Brown. So that's 6 sprinter on 3 players. So that helped me be able to finally have this done, which is 30 out of 30 sprinter, 30 out of 30 brawler. Offense, I have a lot of Rams everywhere to be able to get the 25 plus for the +1 speed. That's why you take a look at Dickerson, and he's able to get 98 speed instead of 97, which is the max you can get without Team Chem powered up. So we got 98 because of the +1 with the +1 Rams Chem. So I still have Randy Moss. I still have a few players that are not in the starting lineup. I have them in my specialists because I need Rams here to be able to get the 25 plus. That way I can go on ahead and get the +1 speed. Now, the defense, there's a lot of NFL 100 players that we picked up. Well, we got all of them. The only player I do not have on the team is Emmitt Smith, the literal only player I do not have. So we got Lawrence Taylor, we got Willie Lanier, we got Bobby Bell, we got the Minister of Defense, we got Alan Page, we got Mean Joe Green, we got Deacon Jones. One thing is wild is that Calais Campbell was a 93 overall, powered up to a 94, and his chems allowed him to get to 96. So Reggie, I'm like stock 95. We can get him to probably 97, maybe even 98, but he only goes up to a 96. I got rid of Dion. Now, the reason why I got rid of Dion is because I used my power-up pass on him, my 91 to 92 power-up pass for doing my daily objectives. Once you hit like 125 or whatever, you got a 91 to 92 power pass. I sold my Redux Dion, put that on him. But I got rid of him because, a lot of cornerbacks have the type of speed that he has, and he can't tackle. He cannot tackle in this game. A lot of people run the ball. Now, if a lot of people, if this was a very pass-heavy Madden, then Dion's a goon. But a lot of people just run the ball, and Dion is no help in the run game whatsoever. And I will tell you that this guard right here, William Jackson, might be one of the best, if not the best, cornerback in the game. He is phenomenal. He is wild. We got Lawrence Taylor here. And I know I was boasting about Bullock. It's good to have a coverage guy, and it's good to have like a run support / a pass rusher. And obviously Lawrence Taylor, and starting off active, is disgusting. Block shed, power move, finesse move, speed, strength, all that stuff is wild. We still got Clay Thomas for the Rams chem. Now, Bobby Bell is a 97 overall. Now, this right here is going to be my coverage guy. So now, instead of Bullock, I can go to Bobby Bell, who has 89 speed, who has good block shed at 88, so he can play the run. Very high tackle and play rec, and his zone coverage is almost 90 at 89. And he can also get lurker. He's the first linebacker with lurker. So if you guys like to play 1-4-6, that's big because you can have him active with lurker and be able to hover over the middle of the field. Willie Lanier, an absolute run-stopping goon. Now, one thing that I will be doing is that you take a look. For the video, I had active Deacon Jones, Reggie White, and Alan Page. That's 3 rushers. The reason why I didn't have Lawrence Taylor active is because I was running dime normal out of my multiple defense. Now, if I go on ahead and have Lawrence Taylor active on the D-line on the edge, I would have to go on ahead and if I face a fast QB, if I face like a Lamar Jackson or Michael Vick or one of these super fast QBs, I would have to spy someone. And if I had to spy Lawrence Taylor, then his abilities are just useless, right? His pass rush elite, his edge threat elite, whatever it is I have on him right here, I have edge threat elite on him with power specialist and reach elite. Now, the squads games I've been able to play with him, played about 4 or 5 squad games with Joker with him, and I end up having to spy him, and then it's like he's useless. He's got the speed to keep up with all these guys, but him having edge threat and all this stuff, it's not being used because I have to spy him. So that's the only reason why we don't have him active. We go on ahead and we have these three guys active: Deacon, Reggie, and Alan Page. That way, when I come on the dime normal, if I have to spy, I can put Lawrence Taylor at the right end. I can have left end. Excuse me. I can have Deacon Jones active, Reggie White at the D tackle, along with Alan Page. All three of those guys would be active, and also I'll have my spy with Lawrence Taylor. That way, I can have three active guys on the D line. Because if I had to spy Lawrence Taylor, because I can't put him at D tackle or anything like that, then it was just a waste. And there are some new abilities with these guys that you have to try and pick and choose from. You have Edge Threat Elite. You also have Pass Rush Elite. Now, these are kind of a little difficult which one to go with because they include a secondary chem built in, just like Evasive is Spin Cycle and Jukebox together, right? When you have that, you don't need to go out and get Jukebox, and you don't have to go on ahead and get Spin Cycle because Evasive of both of those together. So just like Tackle Supreme is Unfakeable and Secure Tackler combined. Now Edge Threat Elite is just Edge Threat and increased QB pressure. So it's Edge Threat and it is also under pressure together. Now this right here, Pass Rush Elite, is quicker pass rush moves and block shedding. Now there was no just pass rush chem that we dealt with, and then an elite one. So and block shed. I'm assuming that's something to do with the run. I don't know. I just feel like this is very good though for someone that's not going to be on the edge, because when I have like earlier on in the year I had John Randall active at the D tackle spot, and I couldn't go on ahead and get edge threat because he wasn't on the edge. But Pass Rush Elite allows me to put, Reggie White at D tackle, and he's going to be able to be active with quicker pass rush moves and block shedding. And then I can go ahead and put Power Specialist on him as well and be able to take advantage of that. So, I go back and forth between Edge Threat and Pass Rush Elite depending on where I want to put them. Like Deacon, I know he's going to be on the edge. And Reggie White, I know if I have him active, I'm going to most likely have him at D tackle. So I'm going to have Pass Rush Elite instead of Edge Threat because he's not going to be on the edge. That's going to be where Lawrence Taylor is. That way I can go on ahead and, spy him if I need to. So that's that. So 96 overall defense. We have gameplay coming out later on today. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, the squad is looking good, man. Night Train Lane, big 98 overall, 96 speed. 95 zone coverage. I have run stuff on him. Let's go ahead and give him more hit power. Let's give him more block shedding. And his hit power, I believe, is like 95, 97 or something wild like that. And he has, since I've seen, he's caused one CPU big hit fumble for me. He doesn't really get too many big hits because he's just not really in position like that too often. But when he is, he will hit, and he will hit pretty hard. It's nice having a corner that can ultimately smack, but a lot of these, guys are being active and stuff like that. The NFL 100, I think, is one of the best promos in Ultimate Team history. One of the most expensive promos, though. I just don't like the fact that players start active. Like the gameplay coming out later on today, I was like, let me get 3 active running backs. Let me have all 3 of them. And I was just swapping. One got deactivated, I put in another. He got deactivated, I put in another. And it's while I'm facing active running backs to start. And you know what it's like for me to get a gameplay with you guys with 3 active pass rushers with no secure tackler, no unfakeable, no tackle supreme, no freaking enforcer. And really, to stop these active 100s, most people got like Eric Dickerson, Barry Sanders. They're going to break the first tackle. There's just almost nothing you can do. You just have to hope and pray that they somehow break the tackle and go backwards. That's about the only thing you can do, because other than that, they're going to break the first tackle, and there's just nothing you can do. Now, the reason why I have Jim Brown at fullback, because we get glitchy with the kickoff return, all 3 of these guys being active. I have Eric Dickerson all the way in the back on kickoff return. I have Barry Sanders at the number 2 spot. Now, the number 2 spot, this guy is going to be on the right side of the field, and then your fullback is always going to be on the left. So with Eric Dickerson being back there and Jim Brown starting at fullback, that gives me all three running backs being able to receive the ball when it comes to kick returns. So that right there is pretty good because you have to kick it to one of these guys. If you want to do the pooch kick to the fullback, we got Jim Brown. If you want to kick it to the opposite side, we got Barry Sanders. If you want to kick it straight back, we got Dickerson. And all three of those guys start off active, and it was wild. Specialists, I'm able to sneak in some extra guys. I got Randy Moss back there still in the lineup, so I can manually sub him in. Again, we got rid of Dion. Really no need for him. I got rid of Palomalu as well. Palomalu's good, but without being active. Jamal Adams should be getting a card soon, and Jamal Adams is just on a different level. Jamal Adams is really, really, really good. Outside of that, everyone is pretty much the same. I did get rid of like the replacements. Like I got rid of Sue because I'm gonna have Deacon Jones for like a while until Aaron Donald comes out. I got rid of Campbell. I got rid of Patrick Willis. I got rid of Von Miller. I kept Von Miller though because when he gets a new card, he's gonna be pretty good. So he's still on the squad. And eventually, I'm gonna go ahead and get Redux Patrick Willis. That way, when he gets a new card, I'm prepared for it. Yeah. So these cards are costing about $700K a pop when they come out. On top of training. It's expensive. It's super, super, super expensive. You guys know I was stacking up my touchdown packs. Well, they're all gone now. I had to get rid of all of them. But yeah, gameplay coming out a little later on today. Be on the lookout for that. Team is, pretty monstrous. World's first 95 overall team, by the way. I was able to accomplish this the day Night Train Lane came out. And there's been a few that hit 95 after us, but squad is pretty good. Again, gameplay already done, coming out a little later on today, so be on the lookout for that. So appreciate the love and support as always. Yeah, we're gonna have gameplay rolling out from here on out, and yeah, hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. Until next time, man. Peace.